Szokolai. Welcome to Street Fighter 2 Communist Edition. Yes, we set the options. Regulation Ogden formation is the required for this tournament. A little bit puffed out because I just ran up to the commentary position. Yes, and join me here in the comment box. We have James SABBITH.
Hello y'all, I just been told by Don once that I should move closer, so hang on just a minute. And yes, back again. And we are here for the Street Fighter 2 Championship to see who is the most dominant figure in Street Fighter 2. And we've made a special edition this year as we are playing Turbo, and members of the committee may choose the boss players. And happening in the commentary, which unfortunately is not live at the moment, is the Soccer Championships, which we'll switch over to later. And apparently something is fucking up on the Street Fighter 2 screen, which is annoying our players, but oh, I say fuck them. Anyway, yes, and we have a motley crew tonight for you in the commentary position. No, we don't have no mere tansy loving niggers with us tonight. And yes, who do we have? Oh yes, yes. We have Peter Gabriel, who is going to be singing us a few songs later on. and Stephen Hawking, who is apparently trying to figure out whether pi ends or not. What was that? 7,622,000? Yes, apparently Stephen Hawking has calculated pi to approximately 7 million decimal places in the last 10 minutes. And yes, and who was Belsium has won. Now this is a real turnaround for the people with the commentary position. Everyone's just gone absolutely crazy. Wow! The fact that Balrog was actually beaten by Belsium is just bring tears to all our eyes. And now Tony Trabbit will take over.
Yes, I'm not surprised at all. Dalsim has been in wonderful form of recent years. Recent months even, I mean. And Balrog has been a touch out of form since leaving Las Vegas. And coming to Edwards Air Force Base. Well, as you can see, Dalsim looking his elastic best. And now I'll see if any further comments want to be added by James.
Thank you, Tony. Actually, I do have a few comments. I believe this the unfair use of nuclear weapons and projectiles in the Street Fighter Championship should not be allowed. It's very destructive. What do you think, Tony?
Well, they're not allowed as of yet, James, but I don't think they're even been contemplating being used, so I think it's quite good for a backdrop though, but well, there's Balrog's win, you know. Tasted one bout all.
Actually, what I meant was the projectiles, like Ryu's Sonic Boom and Ken's famous Ryu Ken. It's just, I don't think it's very necessary in true fighting style. It's just, and who can throw fireballs from the hands? I just like to know that.
Well, by concentrating their chi energy, they can fire these projectiles, and I think, well, they are a good idea because they do add a bit of spice to the game, which would otherwise be lacking. You know, and Dalsim's fireball, well, it's not really a very good weapon at all, I don't think. Whereas, well, the Sonic Boom, that's a very good weapon, I feel, but, well, Yoga Fire's been used to perfection there, but so I think that they have a valid place in Street Fighter 2 competition.
Yes, I believe so. And what was that? Stephen Hawking? Oh, no, he hasn't. He has just accumulated 912 zeros in a row in his calculation of pi, but alas, a number 9 followed. So he shall keep walking. He's currently on 2 billion numbers. Back to you, Tony.
Oh, what a wonderful world record attempt there from Stephen Hawking. I'm sure he'll have it up there sooner or later. Yep, and Well, joining me now, we have Don Watts, who's just been watching a comedy.
Yeah, I've been watching a comedy, Tony. Yeah. Oh, Saget versus Saget. Oh, the comedy was that brilliant little show with that person on it. That's really funny. Oh, this double Saget bout. Saget and his twin brother have really been... yeah, they haven't been happy. See, their dad died and one of them's got to get the will, so they got to bash the shit out of each other. Hey, Tony.
Yes, I think it's a great way to solve a will dispute, and I think it should have happened with all brothers, you know, big bouts. In front of, I think that's an F-15 Strike Eagle, I believe. I'm not quite sure. And it's a Hornet. I've just heard it's a Hornet. Yes. And anyway, it's a Hornet apparently, so... And Joe the Warrior got actually situated in the cockpit of that plane. And he's doing a bit of electrical work there.
Yeah. We've got some words from Tony, who's in there. He's just having a look around. Don't press that button. Yes, well, Tony.
Oh dear. Joe the Warrior may have just blown himself up there. Not quite sure. He may have, but that large explosion when you just heard, well, it wasn't that large as it may seem, but it's actually quite bad, isn't it, James? Well, James isn't with us right at the moment. Well, he is now. Yes, and how bad is that explosion? You were down there.
Oh yes, I just lost a couple of limbs. It wasn't that bad, Tony, but yes, a couple of people have been admitted to intensive care, but apart from that, just a small firecracker went off. But hey, nothing serious. Like, well, what do you expect when you throw a couple of kilos of juggernaut in the back of the jet streams of a Air Force jet? Okay, back to you, Tony.
Yes, and mixed words there from James Sabbath. Oh, here we are at Fulham, downtown Buffalo base. Yes. And the downtown traffic cop, Michael Bison, well, he's doing well with his big sort of streaming screwdriver thingy. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if he's been working that, you know, with other traffic wardens and that, you know. I often like to work on stuff like that together. So, you know, oh, right, you obviously knocked out there, feeling a bit worse for wear. Yes, and I'll cross back to James.
And talking about people of authority and traffic wardens, we happen to have Pol Pot with us in here in his commentary. He just come back from another national takeover and has just killed 2.5 million people. We'd like to ask him how he feels about it, but unfortunately we cannot communicate with him at the moment. Back to you, Tony.
Yes, we're hoping to get a translator of some sort to convey his messages. And failing that, we may just let him have the microphone for a few minutes later on. Yes, Bison, convincing victory there. Yes, and it's wonderful. Rightio, and the competitors will be Ken and Bison in this. Still at the. Oh. Yes, at Fulham base again. Ken's hometown. And he's feeling pretty confident here, throwing a few pretend punches.